It's the 6 cartels and the 2 gangs that have caused 110,000
Which is understandable. I think
a year.
I don't want to get into that.
Oh, of course it does. I regret coming here because this isn't journalism. This is protecting those who hate America.
In the interest of speeding up deportations, which was a massive campaign promise from President Trump, he's done the border piece of it. Now it's the folks in the country. Do you believe it's okay to skirt due process?
Never happened. Due process has never been skirted. This is another fake news canard. The fact that so let me be clear here, okay? Let me be clear. When an organization is designated by the Secretary of State as a foreign terrorist organization, every single stinking member is a terrorist by US law. There is no need for them to be adjudicated as a terrorist. Also, are you really hissing? What kind of a child are you? We're trying to save lives and you're hissing. Go back to high school and play spitball with your friends. What absolute children.
I've never played spitball before.
You've never used spitballs? Well, maybe not in Ukraine.
No spitballs in Ukraine.
So the fact is, when you have people, I looked at Politico's coverage. Politico used the Maryland father fake news. Maryland father, twice adjudicated by an immigration judge to be here illegally and to be deported. An individual who's arrested on body cam footage, anyone watching right now can watch him being stopped by local police with 7 illegals in his vehicle and no driving license. An individual involved in human trafficking who beat his fiancée. And this is a Maryland father for Politico. You don't need and you don't get the due process if you're a member of a terrorist organization.
Well,
Next, you'll be
some
saying,
judges, including those appointed by President Trump, disagree.
Well, so what? Could they be wrong? Could a judge possibly be wrong? Maybe.
Well, that's why we have the process, and this is likely going to go up to the
You're not
Supreme Court.
listening. If you are a terrorist of an FTO, it's not a traffic ticket. You don't go to county court. You're a member of a federally designated terrorist organization. It's really that simple. If you're a wife beater and a human trafficker, goodbye.
Abrego Garcia case aside, in the interest of getting folks that you believe are bad actors.
Belief. So again, why are you saying belief?
Because let's
go back to this.
Given a lot of evidence.
110,000 deaths a year a question of belief?
Absolutely not.
Nobody recovers from fentanyl. You know that. When you overdose on fentanyl,
and that is devastated. And I've met many families who have been devastated by it. However, we also have a process in this country for figuring out who the bad actors are.
And we figured it out. It's the 6 cartels and the 2 gangs that have caused 110,000
Which is understandable. I think
a year.
Where the tricky point is the evidence, which due process usually helps provide,
Why are you talking as if these are people who are U.S. citizens?
Because we don't know. Because we due process.
So you're defending members of FTOs.
No, I'm not defending anybody.
You are. No, what you're doing right now is you're sending designated terrorists should have the rights of somebody who's in a contractual dispute.
I think that transparency
with their
in why that designation is given to a certain person is important.
It's very easy what the transparency is. It's like a member of Al-Qaeda. If you're a member of Al-Qaeda, you're a terrorist.
How do you know if they're members of these gangs? What I'm saying is...
You mean the tattoos MS-13 on their knuckles doesn't help it? Do you have tattoos of Al-Qaeda?
The tattoo did not say MS-13. I don't want to get into that.
Oh, of course it does. It's just accidents that the 4 symbols represent the letters MS. See, this is why Politico is a joke. This is why you are gutter press and fake news. That those 4 symbols that just happen to comport with the letters MS and the numbers 13 don't, in this case, represent MS-13. You're sitting here live defending a member of MS-13. That's why I regret coming here. Because this isn't journalism, this is protecting those who hate America. Shame on you. We are saving lives.
Sir.
Saving lives. How about Maryland fathers compared to Maryland mothers? Like Rachel Marin, mother of 5, raped and murdered and thrown in a ditch. How about Jocelyn Nungare, age 12, raped a mile from her home and thrown in a ditch. It's strange that Politico doesn't do articles about her, that mother, or that 12-year-old girl. Why is that? Why is the MS-13 guy with the knuckle tattoos more important in terms of due process than the lives of 12-year-old girls brutally raped? It's weird that the priorities shift to defending the member of an FTO, but not the children and the women.
And I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. It's fake, phony, fake. A few days ago, I called the fake news the enemy of the people, and they are. They are the enemy of the people. Because they have no sources, they just make them up when there are none. I saw one story recently where they said 9 people have confirmed. There are no 9 people. I don't believe there was 1 or 2 people. 9 people. And I said, give me a break, because I know the people. I know who they talk to. There were no 9 people, but they say 9 people. And somebody reads it, and they think, oh, 9 people, they have 9 sources. They make up sources. They're very dishonest people. In fact, in covering my comments, the dishonest media did not explain that I called the fake news the enemy of the people, the fake news. They dropped off the word fake. And all of a sudden, the story became the media is the enemy. They take the word fake out. And now I'm saying, oh, no, this is no good. But that's the way they are. So I'm not against the media. I'm not against the press. I don't mind bad stories if I deserve them. And I tell you, I love good stories, but we won't. I don't get too many of them. But I am only against the fake news media or press. Fake, fake. They have to lead that word. I'm against the people that make up stories and make up sources. They shouldn't be allowed to use sources unless they use somebody's name. Let their name be put out there. Let their name be put out. A source says that Donald Trump is a horrible, horrible human being. Let him say it to my face.